age and is ready.
Yeah. Floyd Nash says, fuck all y'all who turned on church. Well, I want to address that first off because I've
Yeah.
been seeing a lot of that going around here about people turning on church, turning on church, turning on church. I'm going to say this because they're talking about this list and all this shit. Well, nobody that I know of has flip flopped or turned on church. They've just called out some things that are not quite kosher.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't went to the other side. I haven't. Everybody knows my stance on it. I still stand
Yeah.
the same, but I don't agree with the shit that's been going on. With I don't agree with the gobble shit.
Well,
But I mean, he's a grown man. He can do whatever the hell he
some things that
wants.
are happening are not okay.
Huh? I think you're
But
cutting
now,
out. Yeah, I think he was cutting out. She's probably going through a bad area. Floyd Nash says his life is in jeopardy, pal. I don't agree with you there. I don't think his life is in jeopardy. I don't think this is a thing. Is he is a well-known person here in Tennessee. As far as being an artist or whatever, everybody knows him in his area. Nobody could nobody could get away with that. And why would anybody want to even do that? Like it's not that serious. And
yeah.
my other thing was like when he said some things about Deerdorf or Billy or whoever it was that was trying to kill him or whatever. Like, why would anybody do it? Why would they want to do it? As like I've heard that it was supposed to be at the Ghost Ranch that day when all that meeting was. There's cameras all over Ghost Ranch. Why would anybody want to do that? I mean, you might as well just call the police there and tell them you did it. But if somebody, what I'm going to get at is if somebody wanted to do that to him, there is way other ways that it could have already been done and nobody would know no different. Fentanyl is a big thing. It don't take but just a little bit of fentanyl. If somebody was going to do that, they had a perfect, I mean, they could have done it. Why didn't they do it then? So I'm not buying into the whole, I'm not buying into that. And that's one thing, that's another thing I don't agree with. I don't agree with out here saying people's trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's what bothers me the most because take Billy and Robert, for instance. They were always there in front of Ryan when something went down. They weren't going to let nobody get to him. Like, period. You were going to have to go through them to get to him. And the fact to say that they wanted him dead blows my mind. Like, and I know they got online and they've said things and they've been mad, but they're hurt. Like, you can't do that to people who've been there. I mean, Billy his whole life and Robert for 20 years that have had your back no matter what and say all those things and them not be mad and be hurt. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just normal. You know, they love Ryan. They always will. I don't care what they say. They love him. They don't want anything bad to happen to him. They don't want to see him fall off. You know, they just want him to stop and figure out, or get his mind right, because there's some things that he thinks and believes that are not right.
yeah, and that's the truth. Because I mean, I know Billy, and I know he would take a bullet for him, and that says,
Yeah,
I mean, that's like
in
you
a
got you
heartbeat.
you got a motherfucker that's ride or die for you, and now you're turning your back on him. But this is my thing, and this is my opinion. Is I think it is all, and like I said before, that's his mom. Like I don't care that they have a. That's not my business that they have a relationship, don't have a relationship, whatever. But I think she is the separation in y'all's family. I think
She is.
that she is putting the stuff in his head that he needs to get away from this person and this person and this person because of what happened to her. See, this is what she's failed to understand is She wants revenge for what happened to her on YouTube and in the
Yeah.
public eye.
Yeah.
But the thing is that stuff was brought here on YouTube by you and Ryan, by her and Ryan, through the
Yeah.
lawsuit stuff.
Hmm.
So you can't blame all of us for what we seen that y'all put out.
Yeah.
And now you're acting like you want revenge, and so you're trying to separate everybody from him. And like in his projection, because she's like, what she says is, she's like, well, no, all those people just wanted him to their self. Well, that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. Dude, I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and I never have. I haven't lived off Ryan. I work, I live week to week. That's just how my life is, and I'm happy like that. I'm fine with that. And when people are greedy and they want it all, they don't want nobody else around because they're scared somebody's going to get something that they're not going to be able to. And that's the whole thing behind Patty. Patty is not family to me no more. She never will be. Some of the things she has said are unforgivable because I'm the type of mom, when you shit on my kids, I'm done with you. Like, I'm done. But I love Ryan, and I always will love Ryan. And I've always told him, hey, at the end of the day, it's your mom. What you decide to do is on you. I'll do my thing, you do yours, because that's his mom. I'm not going to tell him what to do with his mom. But
Yeah,
when he was down and out and she was online, her and Ronnie shitting all over his name, I got tired of seeing him hurt. I got tired. And she always shares that one video of mine, and it'll never come down. She can share it till I'm dead. But I did that because she had blocked me on everything. I couldn't get near her, couldn't get my hands on her. And I got tired of seeing him hurt. And all of us were there. Like, all of us were there picking up the pieces. All of us that were there trying to put his life back together because it had been completely shattered. Like, him and Patty were close. They were very close, always were close. But the fact that she just wanted to rip him apart and we saw what was left, I'll never forgive her for that. That's your own flesh and blood. How do you do that? Like, I feel guilty for all bad decisions I've made, and all parents made bad decisions. But I feel guilty for all the little bitty bad decisions I've made with my kids. And I carry that guilt. I can't imagine being her. I don't know how she sleeps at night. I really don't. And the fact that she can go back over there and act like she hasn't done anything, no, bitch, we seen it. We seen the aftermath. We were there in the storm helping him pick everything up. You weren't there. You created it.
that's the other thing that kind of bothered me too, was when he come back on and was trying to, like, say now that, trying to accuse everybody else of the stealing of the stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, we seen, and I know because I was still in the groups with them then. I
Yeah.
know that she paid that. I knew before it ever was put out that she paid that $500,000 for that house. So
Yeah.
now you're going to try to tell me that all these other people are the one that paid that 500,000 for that house, that it wasn't
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And what about all the money that was sent to Johnny Gobble? Like,
Yeah.
so now I guess somebody else sent that. So that's kind of like where I feel like you're losing credibility with me, which, not that he cares or probably whatever, but it's like, I can't take you credibly now because you're trying to tell me that I didn't see what I know that I seen in his facts.
Yeah. Well, I sat at Billy's house. This was before Billy had moved in. Um, and Ryan laid, he said, hey, Gail, come outside with me. So I went outside. I've never told this before, but I'm going to tell it now. It's over with. Um, said, come outside with me. So I went outside. He laid all these papers on the hood of a truck. It was bank statements, house contracts, all kind of shit. Checks that had been wrote, pictures of checks, because they put those on your bank statements. And was like, look at everything she's done. And I know my sister's handwriting. I'm not stupid. I know what her handwriting looks like. And it was her signature. And so the fact that it's getting said that she didn't do that now, I don't know if it's just he really wants to believe that she didn't, or she's that good at manipulating that she's got him believing she didn't. But she did it. And then when it comes to the B-Loose situation, I never knew B-Loose until all this shit went down because, like I said, Patty kept everybody away from Ryan. So when all the shit went down, I, had to check on him. So I did, and I met B-Loose that way. Um, I don't know him really well, but I do know that he was hurt with all the shit that had happened to Ryan. He couldn't believe it. and he fixed it all. Literally, he fixed it. He caught he caught Ryan's taxes. Of course, I mean Ryan paid it, but he went through all the people to get all of it done. He got all his taxes taken care of, federal taxes, got all of his house taxes taken care of, and anything else that he had to do, he did it. All Ryan's meetings with lawyers and business meetings, he did it all so he could take some of the stress off Ryan. That guy loved Ryan. And it's sad for me to see how it's ended because of Patty. But that's why it ended. And but he fixed it, everything that she fucked up. So to say he stole it blows my mind because that man went through hell to get all that shit took care of.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that a lot of artists, what destroyed them is the IRS.
Yeah.
And for her not to have been doing that for him, that's like a major failure. Like,
Yeah.
not only did you fail, I mean, I feel like you're failing as a mom and as a business representative for him,
Yeah.
because as his mom, you should be wanting his taxes done, and as a business rep, you should be doing them. And that's a
Yeah.
big, I mean, that's just like
Mhm.
a major failure. And I mean, I've heard her say before, oh, well, it was just so much on, and then I was trying to get Tamara to help me and blah, blah, blah. Like, man, it does not take that long to file taxes.
No, and why would you want to sink your kid like that? And I'm not going to say what he owed, but it was a lot. And it got taken care of quick. And it was all because of Beelers. So they can say what they want about him. He fixed everything for Ryan that she fucked up. Like he fixed it all. And how do you do that to your kid?
I
I,
know.
I don't really understand Ryan even wanting her back around, especially when she said things too about his baby, that it wasn't his and all this stuff. But he's isolated from everybody. When with fame comes isolation, and it's really sad. And you latch on to anybody you can, honestly. But she has shoved everybody away that um actually care about him, that don't want nothing from him. I know Robert got a house. I know Billy got a house. I know he gave him a car, but it's because he wanted to. It took him 2 to 3 years to talk Billy into working for him. He kept telling Billy, come work for me, come work for me. And Billy's like, no, he was there all the time, supporting him, but Billy had a job. Then finally Billy's like, all right, I'll do it, and went to work for him. And he had to talk him into taking the house. Billy didn't want the house because he had his own house. He was paying rent. And Billy took it because Ryan